Okay, so hi dear Aries, very good evening to you guys. This is Tarot Anjali, and this is a no contact love reading for all the Aries Sun Moon Minnesota rising for the month of July 2026. Keep in mind, roles can be reversed also, and action can be from your side also. And if it is not resonating, this is definitely not your story. Please don't try to forcibly fit yourself into the reading, honey. Sometimes the messages are not for you. Okay. For personal reading healing session, check out the description box. You'll find the links below. And for tarot reading course and Ho'oponopono Masterclass, 2 links are given below. So let's start. Aries, the person that you are in no contact or no communication with their current feelings for you right now. The person that you are in no contact or no communication with their current feelings for you right now at this present moment. I have the Two of Swords and the Sun card and the Four of Swords. Bottom of the deck is a Ten of Cups. Okay. From deep inside, this person still feels like you guys have a strong, beautiful, positive energy exchange, and they still consider you as somebody that they had a really good time with, really good, beautiful, positive family kind of a dynamics with. Whether you guys were literally married to each other or not, they had this energy for you, where they wanted to see you as somebody that with whom that they can spend their life with, and still they have a soft corner for you. Still they consider you as somebody important in your life. You are important chapter of their life. When it comes to the conscious level energies, the energies that they're aware of, the feelings, you can say, Two of Swords, the Sun card, they are not sure about things. They are not clear about what is happening behind the scenes, what's going on in your head, in your heart about them. They are not feeling like they have the proper clarity and understanding of what's going on in the situation. They're feeling things are up in the air, and they're on the crossroads. They're not able to see the clear picture of the situation, and they're trying their best to remain detached and heal themselves, at least individually, so that they are not going to operate from this up in the air kind of energy. So they are going to, so that they are going to, at least heal themselves properly, so that they can come forward with some kind of solution to the situation. So okay, they do have a soft corner for you, honey, but they're not sure what to do about the situation, because they are not having the crystal clear clarity and understanding of what's going on and what could happen next. That's why they feel like remaining detached and healing themselves from this situation. Okay, let's see what this person wants from you. What are their intentions for the situation between you and them? We have the Three of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck is a Nine of Swords. Deep down, this person wants to get out of this stressful energy of being anxious all the time. Whenever they're thinking about the situation, it's bringing them a lot of stress, sleepless nights, anxiety, and stressful energies. They just want to get out of this stressful energies. They just want to be at peace. When it comes to the conscious level energies, we have the Three of Wands, Seven of Wands, the Five of Wands. They just want to keep moving forward in their life. Right now, they're 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the situation, but they want to be completely out of the situation. They want to protect themselves at any cost from any kind of drama, chaos, or conflict that this situation can bring on the table for them and for you also. So this person doesn't want to deal with the drama and the conflict and the chaos that this situation brings on the table for them, and they just want to keep moving forward in their life no matter what. Because they don't want, okay, even if they want to connect with you, the drama, the conflict, the chaos associated with the situation, when it comes to this situation between you and them, they don't want that at all. That's why this person just wants to keep moving forward in their life, because according to them, they have given enough time, efforts, and energy to the situation. Now they are not ready to, you know put themselves in this conflicting or chaotic kind of situation. At least for the time being, they're not ready. They're looking forward to have some kind of better understanding in the coming future, but right now they're not having this intention of sorting it out with you. Right now their intention is to focus on their own peace of mind and healing. Let's see what this person wants from you. What are their intentions? There's a lot of wants here. There's a lot of conflict and chaos in the situation, whether it's internal, and if other people are also involved, this is definitely a shit show between you guys. Let's see what could be the possible action from this person's side towards you, if any, by the end of this month, July 2026. We'll try to do the reading again. The lovers, the queen of wands, the justice, bottom of the deck is the strength card. They are going to, most of the times they are going to hold back. I don't see them taking any kind of impulsive action towards you. I don't see them running behind you or chasing you or anything. Most of the time they are going to be like, okay, even if it is going to them take them a lot of strength and courage to not to do anything in this direction, they are going to choose to remain silent. They are going to choose to remain in their own lane. But at some point of time, there are chances of you guys connecting with each other and talking to each other about some kind of choice or decision that you guys have to make in the situation. Now it can be a choice between two people, two energies, like where one of you might have to make a choice between the person that you are dealing with energetically, this no contact person, and somebody else, and or the vice versa is also true. One of you might connect with the other person here to bring the justice, to bring the fairness back in the situation, whatever it means. Maybe a final closure, maybe a final answer, maybe a final decision is going to be revealed to the other person, is going to be expressed to the other person here. Now who is going to do that doesn't matter, but there are chances of some kind of balance, some kind of justice, balance restored, justice happening, kind of a thing, kind of communication happening here. Now whatever you are going to choose, whether this person or this situation or something else or someone else, this is going to bring a lot of clarity, a lot of freedom, a lot of energy of finally everything is getting settled kind of energy. But because one of you is going to make the choice or decision here, and the choice or decision is going to be revealed to the other person also, and that is going to bring a lot of balance and justice in your individual lives also, and in this situation also. Now the balance and justice can be you guys drifting apart permanently, and or you guys choosing each other permanently. The justice here, it reveals the major arcana, and it reveals like major justice, major, what we call that, major life changing outcome coming in. Okay, now if somebody is coming forward towards you and you are continuously refusing to talk to them, and or the vice versa is also true, then I don't think so nothing anything can happen. This is a energy of both sides open to connect with each other, talk to each other, bring the justice and balance in the situation, and then moving forward. Okay, but there are good chances of that happening eventually by the end of this month, no matter who is reaching out to whom. Let's see what is the guidance for you guys for this situation, Aries. We have the Empress card, the Seven of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. You still have love for this person. You still care for this person. You still have this compassionate, loving, and nurturing kind of energies towards this person, no matter what you are going to show from outside. Make sure this sweet spot of yours, this sweet, loving, nurturing, caring side of yours, is not going to blindfold you by your emotions, and you're not going to make any kind of choice or decision in clouded emotional kind of state of mind, emotional kind of energies, right? Make sure you are going to take baby steps towards this particular person's uh, energies. Okay, let's say for example you are going to choose to go in the direction of this person. Okay, uh, because you still care, you still have love for this person, you still want to be with them, but things are not clear between you guys, things are still foggy, emotions are still all over the place, but still you feel like having some kind of growth and expansion and happiness. Take baby steps. Baby steps are required, and until unless you guys are going to have proper crystal clear clarity and understanding of why you want, what you want from this particular person or situation, and what you should be doing and what you should not be doing, don't make any kind of life changing decision or choice. For some of you, you might be pregnant with their kid, or the vice versa, or the kid is also involved in the situation. Just for the sake of the future of the kid, you might be planning to go back to this person, plus the care is also there. But if you know that this situation is not going to come back together the way it should be, it is going to ruin the child's life more than you can imagine. I have seen a lot of people choosing to stick around with each other just for the sake of the kid's future. And the kid is that they also suffer from the trauma and the pain and everything that their parents were not able to resolve. That's not a best idea. It's better for you to talk to the kid very openly and honestly about what is happening and what is not going to happen anymore, so that the kid is also going to adapt with time. Okay, it's better for you guys to separate and live your individual lives and stay in touch with the kid as much as you can in a beautiful and positive way, rather than being together making each other's life hell and giving more trauma to the kid, if it is the case. If not, ignore this part. But don't make any kind of permanent or life changing choices or decisions in any kind of emotional confusion or emotionally clouded or emotionally all over the place kind of energy. And you might be still connected to this person romantically, and you still care for them, you still love them, but it doesn't mean that you should just blindly do things that you should not be doing and cry afterwards. Okay, I hope I'm able to make you understand very very thoroughly. Somehow these days I'm feeling more responsible to do the readings more responsibly on the channel, as if I'm not doing it already. I don't know what is shifting in me. Somehow the dark side is also getting activity. The dark side is when you can feel people's negative energies. You can sense that there's something off. You feel more than what you can explain. And it's not something that you go in the dark side, you start doing something shitty. It's like you can sense the negative or shadow dark side of life, and you don't know how to handle it. It happens when you go deep in the spirituality. Deep in spirituality it happens. Now I'm aware of this thing. Before I used to cry and sulk and whatnot, but this phase is quite difficult, where you feel responsible for other people's energies too. And it's not my responsibility to keep you happy or keep you sad or keep you anything, but somehow I feel like giving you the right kind of message, and even if it is going to bother you or hurt you, is my thing, is my responsibility. But doing it in a gentle way is going to be much more beneficial. If you are making any sense with this statement of mine, good. If not, leave it. Let me answer one of your questions related to this particular situation of your life. This portion also might or might not resonate. If you're not going to get a clear cut yes or no, you can take the message as the guidance for your situation if you want to. So let's start. You can close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, ask your question 3 times in your mind space. Keep it short, simple, and precise. And I'm going to give you 15 to 20 seconds, and the time starts now. Okay, so the answer to your question is choose a new direction, whatever it means, honey. Let's see. This card may also, okay, this card is calling you to dig deeper into the direction you are going and make sure you are making the best choices available to you on the path you have selected. This card may also be a call to look at the question you're asking. Do you keep pushing the divine for an answer you already know or have received but are refusing to accept? These cards can be very blunt when it comes to helping you face the truth. That is the answer if it is making any sense. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, Aries. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. May existence bless you. Namaste.